Yo, how's everybody doing? It's your boy College Football Weekly here, back again with another video. Hope y'all having a good day. I'm going to tell you guys how Ohio State can fix their team. Fix their problems and still make the college football playoff. So I think if they can still make the college football playoff if they win out, and they should. Will they? I don't know if the committee will put them in over, say, if Alabama were to lose at LSU. And they would put Ohio State in over that, because we already saw that song and dance last year. Of course, it's under different circumstances, though. I think maybe they'd put Ohio State in this year over them, just because as long as they don't lose again, they should be fine. But if they went out, I feel like they are 95% chance they'll make the playoff if they went out. So yeah. Let's get into it, boys. Ohio State, they look god awful against Purdue. One of the main issues was red zone efficiency. We could not get the ball in the end zone, and that was a big issue. We ended up going for it, 4th down. We missed a field goal, so out of 4 tries, we got 6 points. We attempted like 3 field goals, and then we ended up going for it one time and not getting it. So what needs to change? I think we need to make a package for Tate Martell. Tate Martell, he's a great athlete. He reminds me of Braxton Miller. He could turn into something like that, I feel like. He's not the greatest at throwing, but on his feet, he can move. And as we're seeing Trace McSorley tear it up, he can move. He can move, Tate Martell. So we can read options, stuff like that. Maybe open up the running game in the red zone. I don't know. But I think we definitely need to change things up in the, or just change the play calling in the red zone, at least for Haskins. Don't run fades and stuff. I hate fades. They rarely work, especially in college. I want to see slants, stuff like that in the red zone, not fades and stuff. But yeah, Tate Martell package in the red zone I think will definitely be good. And maybe even short yard situations like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, just to make it not completely obvious that we're going to hand the ball off. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing, I'm going to just go right in the O-line. Lane to the O-line. I'm sorry, but I thought the O-line was going to really respond this week after they got shredded against Minnesota. And first play of the game, false start by no one else but the boy Isaiah Prince. I'm sorry, but I think Isaiah Prince is a really good blocker, to be honest. I just think he is positioned wrong. I feel like he should be moved into guard, because he just doesn't have the speed to get and block those defensive ends. Now, obviously with linebackers up the middle, Blindsey and stuff like that. But I think we just need to change things up on the O-line, or just reinforce run blocking these 2 weeks. We need to get the running game going if we're going to win. If we're going to win out, we cannot be a pure pass team. It just doesn't work. One-dimensional teams they don't work, no matter how good your quarterback is. As we saw, 73 attempts. He threw for almost 500 yards. I mean, we need a running game. If we had a running game to pair with that, we'd be chilling, So reinforce running block. Maybe change some positions up on the O-line. Switch people around. Who knows? But I think we really need to work on that. If we get that turned around, big boost for the O-line, especially if we can get Dobbins or Weber going this year, because so far they've both looked, it's not even them, it's just they can't get any holes. They cannot find any holes, and whenever they do, it's usually a holding. So you hate to see it, Next up is the defense. Now, there's 2 parts of the defense I want to dissect. The linebackers and the secondary. So the linebackers, as we see, just aren't performing. They just aren't performing, and I don't know. I'm watching them for running plays, and they look like they're on the D-line, They just blitz right away, or, when it's a rush, they just go right away, and they run to a face of a blocker. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just wait 1 second to see where the running back's going. So, maybe he gains a yard or 2 on you, but you stop a 20-plus yard gain or a touchdown. So I think we just need to rework our scheme for our linebackers on defense. And yeah. As for the secondary goes, we got lots of young guys, and we really don't have that guy that we've had the past couple years on our secondary, like a Denzel Ward or a Lattimore or a Conley. We haven't really had that guy. I think Kendall Sheffield could really turn into someone like that. Or I meant to say Malik Hooker as well. I think Kendall Sheffield could be a guy like that. Damon Arnett at times looks really good. At times he's just inconsistent. But I think, you know, if he could maybe turn into something like that. Sean Wade, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him too. You know, all our guys in the secondary have great promise, but they're just young. We have a very young secondary, and putting them into constant man-to-man situations hurts us. And I think we need to do a balance of zones and man-to-man. Obviously, you can't just do full zones. Do some man-to-man and some zones. Just do a nice balance. I think Greg Schiano, he's on the hot seat with Urban Meyer. I hate to say it, but I think they're both on the hot seat. Given, you know, Greg Schiano, he's past 2 years, he's made some outstanding defenses here at Ohio State. Top defenses. Last year we saw the linebacker situation was pretty bad, and this year has pretty much only gotten worse. I mean, Borland and Warner have had their moments. Browning looks okay, but the bad definitely outweigh the good. And I think we definitely need to change up the scheme for the linebackers. So yeah, that is that, and definitely with the secondary too. The D-lines are the only strong part of the defense, even without Bosa. So yeah. But yeah, Greg Schiano definitely on the hot seat. If the defense keeps looking awful, Urban Meyer, you hate to see it, but I think he's on the hot seat. Ryan Day had this team clicking. At least on offense, he had this team clicking. The first 3 games, we looked really, really good on offense. Despite that first half against TCU, we turned it around that second half, and the defense looked good too. Given TCU obviously isn't the best team, I still think they're better than their record shows. But obviously, you know, yeah, their record doesn't show that good. But I think they're definitely better than their record shows. But yeah, you know, if Urban Meyer, I think, loses another game this year and doesn't get to the playoff, he's gonna be done, and I think Ryan Day will take the head coaching job here, which I'll be completely fine with. You know, our recruiting this year, I think we're out of the top 10 as of right now, which is very unlike Urban. Which, I mean, that's just what's going on here with the situation and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see what happens. I think if we can definitely still turn the season around and win out. I think if we can get our heads together, and then I think we'll be fine. You know, Greg Schiano, if history tells us anything, you know, last year when this happened to us with Iowa, we beat everybody after this. Our team looked like a championship team after this. I remember, what was it? We won like 40-3 against Michigan State, and that was a ranked Michigan State team last year. That was they finished in the top 15, I believe. So, and then we ended up beating Michigan, Wisconsin, and yeah, we just won out. So, maybe we need this loss. Who knows? Maybe Ohio State needs a loss. And given in the past, Ohio State usually needs a loss to wake up, and then they finally can turn into that championship team. But who knows? Those are my thoughts on the situation. You can leave your thoughts down below if you want. I'm kind of just ranting now at the end. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching the video. If you want to leave a like, subscribe, that would be appreciated. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.